is just a test. You guys can listen to me already. Let's see how this is going. Is it too loud? What's happening on that side? How is it going? Is it? Apparently the sound is not too good. Something is happening on our side. Okay, not at all. It's okay. Okay, guys, can you hear me? Okay, we were making a couple tests before, and now something is a bit different from what we were expecting. So let's see. Sounds good to me. People are saying it's good. We don't really know what's happening, but let's go to sound. Okay, yes, from through quality sound static. I can hear, but I can't see you. Yes, you're going to be able to see me in a second. We're just trying to do something here. We don't really know what's happening here. The audio just went a bit weird. For some reason, it's happening there. So, okay, so apparently I'm on the radio again. Let's see, we're good. Quality not the best, but we can hear you. I don't really know why, huh? But anyway. Yes, I think we had a problem, a little problem here. But anyway, who cares? We're going to make it work now. So, guys, you can listen to me. You're about to see me in a second. Let's do this. 3, 2, oh, can I do this? I think I got it. 3, 2, 1. Boom. This is a thing. I'm trying to build a set here so that I can actually work. I don't need this right now. Anyway, thank you so much for staying with me. I'm sorry about the little problem. Basically, I got Alex here on my side, and he's telling me that the sound is not the best. We were doing some adjustments with the sound, and the sound was very, very good right before this. But I guess things happen. It's not always the way I want it. So let me just try to do something else real quick here so that I can at least look at you guys. I think it's going to look better if I'm doing this. So I look at you. I can still read the comments from everyone. Here's the thing. I'm going to be talking, as you saw in the title, about why I like this gate so much. But before I even do that, there's something else that I want to do. Oh, yeah. The sound here was a bit problematic. Was it? No, it's okay. I got a box sent to me by one of my best friends. We got Miguel Jaco saying great cap. So, go rolling. Oh, I got stuck on the microphone. Go rolling. Go rolling is the brand from Miguel Jaco. He is the guy that made the animation that you saw on almost every video of mine. If it's not a live stream like this, usually all the videos come with that animation. So that intro animation. So that was made by Miguel. Obrigado, Miguel. Now, let me just open this. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I got this box. I was expecting a box from this good friend of mine called Basti. It's actually quite funny the way that I met Basti. I will tell you what happened. But I got the box and I wanted to make an unboxing, but I didn't realize that this was the box. So I started making a cut here. And once I pulled it, I was like, oh, damn it. So I closed it again with the red tape. Let me see if I got something here to open it. Do we have anything here? No, just any. It doesn't really, it's just a tool. Okay, this would be enough. So, you've seen Basti on some of my videos before. Basti is basically, Miguel, you're welcome. But it's get rolling. No, go rolling. Yes, get rolling. Did I say go rolling? I'm sorry, man. Anyway, so Basti is a friend of mine that I met because I broke my leg. It's as simple as that. Basically, it was my first time ever going on a skate tour, like internationally, and it was the BMAG Euro Trash Tour. There was Ollie Short, that was my favorite skater at the time, and a couple more skaters from all over Europe. And we at day 0, which means that not even everyone on the tour was getting together in Munich. And then the next day we would fly to London and we would start a tour and we would go all over Europe. And if I'm not mistaken, one was one of the first tours that was done for BMAG, but using airplanes. Basically, we were using low-cost companies, and we were supposed to stay in London, then fly to Barcelona, and then I don't really remember the places because I never went to the tour. Because on day 0, I broke my leg, and there was a guy that filmed it. He was the filmer for Grindhouse, the skate shop Grindhouse, which is still a skate shop nowadays. And a couple of days after I leave the hospital, because I had like a 10,000 euros bill in Germany, he somehow contacted me via the internet, and he sent me the clip, which is, I think it's now on YouTube. You can see it on YouTube, something like Ricardo Lino breaking his leg or something like that. So he sent me the clip, we started talking, and he's nowadays one of my best friends. Anyway, that usually presents the Winter Clash live stream with me. He did it in 2020, and he did it in 2019. Now, he sent me this box, and I need to open it here. What's inside this box? I know one of the things, I don't know the rest. I know that one of the things is a pair of skates that I bought from a skate shop from another friend of mine called Ari. Ari is one of the members of this channel. If you're already subscribing to this channel, I'm pretty sure you've seen like a little tab saying join. Basically, it was one of the first members to join this community that I have here on this channel. And when it joined to this community, well, it joined like about a year ago, I think. But the last time that I met him, I ended up buying a pair of skates from his skate shop. So check this out. I'll open the rest of the box. But this is a pair of ultra wheel skates. Check this out. It's the Sabotage. I think you can see it here. The ultra wheel Sabotage. And I honestly, this frame is plastic, but it's so weird. It comes with, Sabotage. What wheels are these? The wheels look like the dwarfs, the upper dwarfs, but they are Spanish flyers, 67 millimeters. They look just like the upper dwarfs to me. There's a little bit of a sole plate here, which is not flat. Someone is saying it looks like chocolates. Yeah, it's from the same era. It's about the same era. But I bought this case from Ari from the skate shop No Pro. Dude, that's cool. There was a time that the brands came with these tags. Remember that? Even Rose is at it. Anyway, so this is one of the things that came inside this box. I'm going to take the box to the side. By the way, for those who are joining now, I still didn't talk about the main theme of this video, which is the reason why I like the rollerblade skate so much, and I will explain you all that in a second. Please also let me know how this works, because it's the first time that I'm trying something like this. What I'm trying to do here with the studio is I'm trying to have this live stream set that I can just come and I'm working from this computer all day, every day, basically. So I can just bring the microphone in and just do this really quick and we can have a talk. I do this a lot with the members. Then I have another set that you can't, maybe if I can, I don't know. I can't really turn the camera, sorry. But on this side, yeah, and I have some skates that I can show yet. What else? Let me take this box. There's some magazines. I think it's mainly magazines, and that's cool. Okay, I got something else from Ultra Wheels. The book from Ultra Wheels. This is cool. I got some old school stickers. Let me try to show it to you, but gonna be hard to show you. But I got like, it's funny because I was talking about BMAG, one of the original BMAG logos. There's a brake that comes with that skate. What tools are these? Some tools. Apparently this skate comes with different tools. Never seen this. More BMAG stickers. Thank you, Ari. A grind out sticker. That's also like the lamp next to you is really curved. Yes, it is. It is a C lamp. It was bought by my wife. I was expecting her to show up at home with a straight light. She showed up with that. I actually like it now. That's the company from RPP from, I think it's from Germany. Evi. This is like old school. This is the best. Who remembers Oxygen? Do you guys remember Oxygen? This is pure gold. Thank you. So basically, I bought these skates from Ari about 1 year ago. And to be totally honest with you, were sent to me by Ari or by Basti. So I'm sorry if I'm mixing stuff here. This box was with Basti basically for the last year since the Winter Clash. Okay. Third World. Is this all original? Yes, it is all original. Third World wheels. ProTech original. That's a cool one. Who remembers this? The original Valo. And check this out. That's sick. A real big Rossi sticker. It's cool. I like Rossis. Now, the reason why Basti really said, like, you got to do a live stream of that is this. Have you ever seen this? I'm pretty sure most of you guys watching these know what magazine I'm talking about. This is Daily Bread. On the cover, you got Rory Melhan. He's like a local from Chicago. He's an amazing skater. But there's a question here. Let me see if you can read it. Where in the world is Lino? Well, Lino is in Portugal right now. He's back in his hometown. But at the time that this magazine came out, I was living in Hungary. And funny enough, the reason why I'm here, it's obviously not the reason. The reason why I'm here is because this is really what I love to do. This is my passion, skating, and I guess that's the reason why I'm here. But this magazine helped me a lot. This was the first time that I guess I was ever published in the magazine. And I didn't have this magazine, and I'm very happy that Basti sent it to me. Let me just check this out. Boom. And boom. And do you have more? That was it. And then on the next page, John Julio. At the time, if I'm not mistaken, John Julio was 28. I remember watching this and thinking, yeah, he's still older than me. I can still get there one day. Well, he's still skating. I'm still skating. We're still lucky to be able to do what we do for a living on a different level because he owns the brand. I don't. I do. I don't know. Not the same. Anyway, the reason why you guys are watching this is this. Okay. Rollerblade solo skates. These skates at the moment, they're not being done anymore. They're not being sold. And I actually also bought these skates from Ari, No Pro. And the reason why I like these skates so much, which is the title of this video, it's the sole plates. And this is a UFS skate, but let me see if I have any, I don't have any tool to take these out. Basically, these sole plates, they come on top of the boot and the frame gets attached straight to the boot. That's all. When you look at it from the front, you will see, when you look at it from the front, you will see that the sole plate is lower than the base of the frame. And for some frames, that really makes a huge difference. So to start with, the sole plate is also very wide. But when the sole plate is wide and it's lower, that means that you don't need to bend your foot so much for some tricks like a royale or a torque or something that you need to touch with the backslide plate. Or even when you do topsides, you don't need to lean that much because the sole plate is lower and wider. Obviously, the angle for the sole plate to touch the ground would be a smaller angle. So when you turn, it would also be easier to slide out. And that's one of the reasons why some people don't like these skates for a certain type of skating. Also, if you use an anti-rocker frame, or I tried these with the Master Blade frame, that it's a very, very low frame. What happens is that for me to do a backslide, it kind of felt like I didn't even need to bend my foot. It felt like I could do a backslide just by keeping my foot in this position like this. Now, about 2 weeks ago, I got these frames. These are the Anthony Poitier frames. And these are the flat frames. Basically, it's the second version of the flat frame. And the first one, it had 80 millimeters in the front and back, and 72 millimeters in the middle. A little bit like the Wish frames, basically a high-low frame. But on this frame, the second version, you can use flat 65. I'm using flat 64s, 1 millimeter smaller. That doesn't really make that much of a difference. But when you look from here, or when you look from here, you see a lot of space, right? You see some space here, meaning it is not the lowest frame, which is something that you would already expect on a 65 millimeters or a flat 65 millimeters frame. But when there's still a bit more space, it even becomes a bit taller. Now, the frame is very, very stiff because it's aluminum and it really works. I really like it. But for some tricks, especially until you open the groove, it becomes hard to do. Like for me, I always give the same example, and the example is the torque trick, a torque slide. For me to do a torque, if I need to bend too much, it's actually hard. There's somehow like a sweet spot, because if you don't bend too much, then it looks ugly. If you bend too much, it's very hard. Alex, podes só ajudar ali, desculpa lá. Está ali a senhora, podes só ajudar. Ela não fala inglês. Sorry about that. I believe that because of these age blocks, you will be able to open a groove a bit, and once you open the groove, it's going to get easier and easier to do tricks. I skated a couple of times on my skate park. Now, when I tried this frame with this boot, it felt right away like the frame was lower because the sole plate sticks out of the boot. And that's basically it. It's a very simple thing, but there's not a lot of companies that are doing it. I don't know. I know that Rollerblade has been working on a new skate. From what they posted on their Instagram, they even created, I think, what's the name of it? I don't want to say anything. Blank Rolling Products. If you look at Blank Rolling Products, well, on Blank Rolling Products, you will see that they are doing a new sole plate for a boot that it's supposed to be similar, that the frame still goes on the boot as the base, but then it just goes around. I really like that. I really like it. Obviously, it won't fit every boot, but that was it. It was just something that I wanted to share with you guys, and been very busy here with the shop and work, and now I haven't been able to make that much videos. No information on that, to be honest. Everything is speculation about Salomon. Okay. Okay. This is what I got from Salomon. The shoes. They're actually very comfortable, but yeah, it doesn't, we don't know yet. To be totally honest, it's quite weird that Salomon contacted a couple of skaters. It's not, from what I know, it's not even a new shoe. Imagine if they were trying to create a whole hype around the shoe or something like that, maybe a new colorway or something. But that must be there must be some type of strategy. If you remember when Salomon skates first came out, you started seeing the Salomon logo before you see the skates. And then when they really came out, they were really full on, like they had, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to say anything wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, Aaron Feinberg, when he won the X Games, he already had a Salomon sticker on the helmet, but he wasn't skating Salomon skates. I might be wrong. I don't really remember, but I think that was the case. So, yeah, I say that they're going to make skates, at least that I know. Yeah, see, Skyboy says it's PR strategy. They're after something. Yeah, for sure. We do not know if they're coming back to inline skating, but the truth is, people have been saying it for years. Skating go through, like every trend goes through waves, and we see it, like the 90s, the 80s, they come back, they go, and all that. Skating is, yeah, we know it. The skating is coming back now. To be totally honest with you, it feels to me like urban skates are selling a lot more, and knowing that Salomon had the whole FSK skate and the whole FSK thing going on, I wouldn't be surprised if they come and if they make a FSK skate before they make an aggressive skate. But who knows? Like the other day, the Danny Beer skate was on Vogue as one of the best, one of the top 10 cool presents for months. So who knows? I don't know. Now, I'm not going to make these a lot longer. I wanted just to show what's in the box. I wanted to talk about what I really like about these boots, which I actually spoke mainly about the sole plates, but there's other things that I like on this boot. There's also other things that I don't like. In fact, the one that I have here, which not all of them are the same, I would prefer to be able to change the cuffs, to have a bolt instead of having a fixed cuff, or at least having two screws instead of rivets here and rivets on the strap. But this is an old skate. This is not a new skate or anything like that. So yeah, apparently there's a new skate from Rollerblade or from Blank Skate Products coming soon. So we'll see. Now, because we're talking about Salomon, something that might be interesting too is, so Rollerblade seems to be creating a whole new brand just for the aggressive skate part of it, like the Blank Skate Products or whatever. They say Blank Skate, Blank Products or Blank Skate Products by Rollerblade. But who knows? Maybe Salomon is just creating like a separate company just for inline skates. I don't know. They did it before because Shadow used to be owned by Salomon. So who knows? Anyway, let's see if someone has anything to add to this before we stop it. Yeah, there's to be a reason they did small reach out to skaters. Yeah, I believe so. Like, honestly, I had like a couple of people asking me, do you know of something? I really do not know of anything. Obviously, I knew that they were going to send me something. I didn't know what was it, and they asked me not to say anything. But they haven't spoke to me ever since. I do not know of anything happening. Maybe, but I would honestly like to see if they create something. I'm pretty sure they're going to bring Joe if it's something that he's interested on. Because the truth is, I believe that he really loves the skates. The skates are amazing, of course. But another reason why I believe that Joe skates the Solomon skates is because he doesn't want to benefit any company if it doesn't feel like whatever they're doing for him is fair, which I agree. I understand to a certain point. It's like he knows his value. No one is willing to pay for his value. So why would he advertise a company like that? So I also understand that, but it would be funny if he's just looking to get away from the whole thing by using a pair of skates that no one else is using, and then they come back and they bring him on board and make him like a fair deal. That would be awesome. Anyway, the sound of this was not as good as we planned. We're really sorry about that, and we're gonna keep working on that. Anyway, what do you recommend for inline skates for street skating? Man, there's so many. It obviously depends on your budget, on what you have or not. There's some things that really can make skates a lot different. Like if you have if you're a beginner, you won't really understand probably what I'm saying. But once you start getting more into skating, having a very good liner really makes a huge difference. So just see if this light might have make it a little bit better at least. Anyway, so liners make a huge difference. Good wheels make a huge difference. I usually say like the USDANs are very well equipped skates. The USDANs, yeah, they won't give you the possibility of changing frames or sole plates, but at the end of the day, they come with like good liners, especially the pro models. But they also come with good wheels, good bearings. They're a very easy skate to skate flat, which is also very important for a beginner, in my opinion. So, a lot of people that are just starting, they buy a skate which is an anti-rocker skate. And the anti-rocker skate, it's easier to grind, but it's not the easiest skate to roll around. And a lot of times people they put on the skates and they get a bit frustrated with what they can do with the skates. A lot of times, really, that could be different if they would be skating a flat setup that can actually roll very smooth. So, yeah. Astrovillain, RIP K2, wishing they'd bring another option back on the table. We don't know, man. K2 is. I know that they're different companies, but look at Rosie's. Yeah, Rosie's has always been somehow related to aggressive skating because when they weren't very strong as Rosie's, they had Valo. But remember when Rosie's made a comeback before Valo with Charles Dunkel and Ollie Short, they were also for a couple of years kind of like they were there, but they were not really there. Like people weren't looking at them as one of the main brands, and then they made a comeback. Then Valo was a thing, then Valo wasn't a thing anymore, and now they made like a huge comeback. So a couple of brands come and go, or at least some examples of brands that came and go. So K2 already kind of like disappeared for a bit, then they tried to make a comeback. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We don't know, man. I wouldn't like to see K2 investing a bit more into aggressive skating, but the truth is maybe they found their niche in kids skates and fitness skates, and that's what makes sense for them to invest. Let's also be honest that as an aggressive skater, I know that most of us aggressive skaters don't really give them a lot of respect. The guys from Rollerblading say it a lot. As good as the skates are, it's kind of like it's not core enough to have a pair of K2 skates for a lot of people. And maybe if more of us would give them that respect, maybe they would invest a bit more. I don't know. Yeah, Astrovillain is saying it makes sense because their fitness lineup is massive and they sell a lot. Something is happening with my light here. I do know that one of the skates that sells the most I don't know what's happening here. My light is not good, not happy. One of the skates that sells the most in Germany, one of the brands is K2. And Germany has a huge market. So just with that, now let's see. When they came first out, they were amazing. If they brought back the yellow and black soft boot again. Yeah, you know what's the problem, Samuel? What happens is that a lot of times we give our opinions and we say, oh, if they make these, I would love it, I would buy it and all that. And that happens with a lot of things, like we saying something, but not really making it a reality when the product becomes a reality. I can give you examples like with smaller things, like with a VOD. Some of the skaters, they make a VOD and everyone says, I'm going to buy a VOD, I'm going to buy a VOD. But then when it comes out, they just don't buy it. Or a shirt, like this WHEELADDICT shirt. The first one, we almost sold out in the first weeks. And then people said, oh, if you make the black ones or if you make another color, I'm going to get it. I just don't want a white shirt. We made yellow ones, we make black shirts. They're not going as fast as the white ones. It's the way it is, but sometimes it just could be a reason. Okay. Skate, both aggressive in mind and skateboard always have bad perception in here. If police see you strolling alone, they're gonna try to kick you out. Oh wow. I don't know. I've never experienced that. Hey Ricardo, I grafted a power slide Imperial Cruiser 3025 to Rollerblade Maxim 84 boot. How long before I hit third? Let's see. So what happened there? You tried to put like the Imperial Cruiser frame on 25. Nah, man, the 125s are actually a safe pair of skates. Like what I always say is like a tall frame will in some sense be safer if you have a good boot. And the Rollerblade Maxim, if I'm not mistaken, it's the same mold as the Twister Edge, which seemed to me to be a very stable boot. So that wouldn't be a problem. And being taller will allow you to bend and to edge a lot more without your boots touching, which is in fact safer than using 80s. And then when you turn, your boot touches. I love the 80s, so it's a bit of a contradiction, but I also like 3 times 125. I haven't been skating 125s that much lately. Okay. Hey, what's up, Martin? Drill the frame to match the bolt pattern of the Mac. Well, so doesn't the Maxim boot have a aluminum plate? If it has an aluminum plate, and if you drilled on the aluminum plate, that shouldn't be a problem. If you drilled on plastic, worst case scenario, well, the whole thing just falls apart. But I don't think it's going to be bad, as long as it's not the front of the frame that comes out. Okay. Dr. Blader, hi Ricardo, thanks for all you do. Do you think skating will be popular this summer as it was last year during the pandemic? Dude, there's no other way. Skating, I don't think skating was just a pandemic trend. I really thought so, but it doesn't seem like it's going that way. Because probably you, Dr. Blader, live in a bigger city or in a bigger country or something like that. But what happens is that the trends obviously start in those places, but nowadays what's happening is you don't just see people in the city, you see like famous people, and you see Prada making an ad with inline skates, and now it's coming to smaller towns again. Like I live in a smaller town in Portugal called Sines. We have like, what, 12,000 people living here. And it's very common that I go to the promenade and yesterday I saw like 5 young girls skating by themselves. And this is something I wouldn't see last year. So yeah, and the way that skates are selling and people are searching for skates, we started a skate shop, this WheELADDICT thing, last year in May. So it's not even it's 11 months now. And last year when we started, obviously it was a new business and all that, but it was the top of the pandemic, and we used to have like what, 40, 50 views a day on our website. Nowadays, there's days that we have 500, 1,000, 2,000 just on the website for people looking for skates. And we are just a small shop. Now imagine like those big shops like Loco and Adam Skate and Bladeville and those skate pros. Imagine all those skate shops. I don't even know how many skates they are selling, but I believe that some of them can actually sell like maybe 100 pairs of skates a day. That's like 3,000 a month. Maybe I'm just saying something wrong and stupid. I don't know. Let's just see. Hey, Ricardo, what do you think of the Rollerblade Zetra Blade? The Zetra Blade, I saw it the other day, not in my hands. I was looking into it. It's a soft boot skate. I think it's the entry level skate for rollerblade, and it depends on where you are in skating. I always prefer skate to a soft boot. If you live in a place that you can only get rollerblade, there's a skate from Rollerblade that people really like, and that's the what's the name of it? Damn it, the Danny Aldridge skate. Can someone tell me? It's damn it, I'm just with a twisted name. Let's see. I'll write it here. Rollerblade Danny Aldridge skate. Damn it. The RB80, of course. The RB80 seems to be like an amazing skate that everyone likes it. It's wide enough so that not a lot of people have problem with like pressure points and all that. And if you don't like the Rollerblade RB80, you can always check the skate from Tempish, because there's the exact same mold skate now from Tempish. So look into that. I might be able to find it and give you a link. Tempish Urban Skates. Give me a second here. You might like that one too. So give me 1 second. Just looking into something I want to show you what I found the other day. It's not really inline skates. Let's see. Can't find it for some reason. I know they exist. I just can't find them. Okay, it's the Viber. I'm going to show you this skate here. Okay, if you look into this skate, and I'm going to leave you in the comments. This is Tempish is a Czech Republic brand, and that skate it's made under the same mold as the Rollerblade RB80. I'm not going to say that it has the same components. I'm pretty sure the wheels are not the same, or like even the liners. The wheels are usually very good on rollerblade skates. I'm pretty sure it's not the same components. But if you're just looking for something cheap, I believe this is cheap. I don't know. Like, let me check the price. I don't even know the price of this skate. Well, you can also just come to my shop and check the empty plus. We're about to get new skates. Okay, what is this saying? Micro will get an aggressive inline skate someday. Well, I can't really tell you a lot about it. I'm going to tell you that we are going to have a UFS boot soon. So I will show you more stuff during the next couple of months. I can't really talk too much about it yet, but there will be some cool stuff. Oh, did this light just start? Damn it. It's not working for me today. I had a good life there. I was all proud of my stuff. What's up, Daniel? I'm speaking in English, even if you spoke in Portuguese with me, just because the whole live stream has been done in English. Sorry about that. Okay, so what Dudu is saying, Dudu Magalhães is saying that Micro UFS confirmed. Yes, it's confirmed. I can say that I'm going to receive a sample. I think I'm going to get like a sample next week. Dudu Magalhães from Brazil is saying that in Brazil, aggressive skates are always sold out. And this is a reality. I was speaking to Felipe Zambardino a couple of months ago, and he used to skate for Razors, and there was another guy in Brazil, to Rafael Gonçalves, that used to skate for Razors, and they couldn't get skates. And apparently that has been a problem with Razor skates. Razors just can never get skates enough. I understand that the companies have not been able to produce skates enough. I think that is like the factories haven't been able to produce enough. But at the same time, I don't know what they're doing there. I don't know what they're doing there because there's never skates. So I can give you an example. The other day, the new ground control Featherlight 4 frames were announced, and on the same day, I sent a message to Andy Wagner, the owner of Razors, and I said, man, I want to buy a pair of the Featherlight 4s, but I want to buy it from USA. I want to make a review as quick as possible before they arrive to Europe. I really want to make that review. He first told me, yeah, you can wait for Europe. No, I don't want to buy from Europe. I want to buy from the US. How can I buy them? And he told me, oh, sorry, they're already sold out. So, yeah, I guess it's something that the skating industry is now dealing for the first time. And it's been good for marketing the brands. Imagine, like, you want to buy a pair of, you don't know if you want a pair of skates, but if someone tells you, well, if you don't buy it now, you might not be able to get it anytime soon. So you buy it right away. And then people are actually like, the lack of products available have been a good thing. And in most of the places, but in places like Brazil, it's been a problem because you see two skaters that used to skate for a brand like Razors that haven't been able to get the skates. So, yeah. Astrovillain is saying, I've been telling people all the time the demand is way higher than the supply. It is true. It's been happening lately, which it's somehow good for what we do at the moment. I know it's very weird for a lot of us to see, like, yeah, but people want skates, you need to make them skates. But get yourself on the side of the brands. Imagine, no one knows if this is a wave and it's going to come and go or whatever. And imagine I'm going to give you an example, the micro inline skate segment came back like 3 years ago. I started working with the brand 2 years ago. In Europe, we were like basically non-existent. That was it. Since I started working with micro, things have been starting to grow. There's a lot more skates being sold. And some of the skates that we're doing right now, once we finish the production, they're already sold out, which is amazing for such a small brand like we still are. Like, I'm calling myself small, or I'm calling the brand that I work small compared to a brand like Rollerblade. But at the same time, imagine you produce like 2,000 or 3,000 of the same skates, which seems like a lot, but for some brands, it's nothing. But imagine you used to produce 2,000. Now you go, like, because there's a lot of demand, you go in to produce 8,000. That amount of money that you're going to spend probably is not going to sell as fast. And if it doesn't sell as fast, like, stock staying is like losing money on the investment side of things. So the brands prefer to not produce as much and to see the product moving. And at the end of the day, a good example that I can also give you is look at this frame. You know what this is, right? This is the Wizard frame. This is not a cheap frame. And I'm pretty sure if Leon wanted to produce more skates, he could. More frames, he could. But if he produces more frames, then that will to get something that it's exclusive will not be the same, because everyone will be able to have it. Obviously, if he produces a lot more, you could make it at a cheaper price too and all that. But then that hype is somehow starting to fade. And he's been very smart with the branding on that of that product. And once again, as hard as it is for all of us to understand, to have more demand than supply of inline skates has been helping us, at least in my opinion. Okay, let me just see. I'll hop on some solos. Andy, I was hearing about the next skate from, I can't tell you from where that information came from, but apparently the next, it's not going to be called Rollerblade. Apparently it's going to be the blank skate, but it's going to be similar to these with the holes covered, and it should be a pro model. I can't tell you where I heard it from or which pro model is going to be, but I'm pretty sure if you know anything about Rollerblade, you can imagine who's going to have a pro model. But apparently it's going to be without the holes, just all covered. And this is a very good skate that is going to look even better, probably. I don't think get a skate is difficult from Europe. Lorenzo, it depends on the skate you want. I'll tell you, if you want to get a pair, just please, while we're doing this, just try to show me a shop in Europe that sells a pair of USD Shadow, just an example. Or if you want to buy a pair of 5-wheel Wizards, let me know where to get them. Things like these. Obviously, some of the products will always be available because some of the products really need to be like the Rollerblade Zetra Blade. That's not a skate that Rollerblade produces 1,000. I don't know how many they do, but probably like 20, 30,000. I don't know. I don't want to say anything wrong, but it's big numbers. So it's a lot easier to find that on some shops, especially because I'm pretty sure they work with big chain stores that buy a lot, and it's a different thing. Yeah, Andy's saying that he skated 2 pairs of the solos. The solos are amazing. They're like I don't know. I think Andy just opted in the last stream now, so I didn't hear what I said before. I was saying that one of the things that I like so much about the solos is that the sole plate goes outside the boot, making it so easy. It's like shitting to the skate. It's just like so easy. Okay, so okay, Dr. Blader, what do you think will be the next popular skating style? Man, I don't really know, but I think that the urban skates really have everything to be a thing, and I think they've been helping the promotion of what we do a lot. If you look at some of the viral stuff that we had with urban skates, like when Jack from London had that accident with the Insta360, that was a huge thing for skating. And like that, there has been a couple more that has been huge. And it kind of feels like I've been seeing more of those happening with that type of skating than with the aggressive skates. A good example, there's this guy from Toronto. I saw it the other day on TikTok. He just started skating by the shore, I don't know how to call it, on the promenade in Toronto with a 360 camera. And the next day, his video had almost 5 million views. And there's a Portuguese inline skating channel now going into another segment of skating. There's a Portuguese inline skating channel about speed skating that during the pandemic last year, there was a video that had 10 million views in about 3 months. So that channel went from like 10,000 subscribers to, I think it's like on 70,000, 10 million views in one video that was there already. So I don't know. I don't want to, I believe on urban skates above all the others to be the next trendy thing, just because it's something that more people can relate with, just skating through the city and all that. But at the same time, if you've never been in Asia, as an example, like in China, urban skating is not a thing because people are used to skate in the parks. For them to skate between cars, it's not a thing like it is for us Europeans or like it is for the people in New York, as an example. But I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. best sole for rough grinds too. It is true. It is true. Like with the solos, like this pieces here, very square, just makes it very easy to do roughs and toughs on the front because it is also a bit square here. So tough is on the front when you do it like this. Rough is when you do it like that. Maybe that's why Rob G. That's not why, but Rob G used to be very good at doing alley-oop rough fish brands and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say it's the skate; it's the human because he's an amazing human being. What do you think of the Flying Eagle FS6 Falcon inline skate? Let me see. Which ones are those? Okay, the FS6. The FS6 is similar to the one that came on the Enkidu, if I'm not mistaken. I liked it. I had the Enkidu last year before I moved to Portugal. When I moved to Portugal, I wasn't able to bring everything, but I ended up bringing the sole plate from the Enkidu. But they felt good to me, and I know that a lot of people really like the Flying Eagle skates. They have a metal plate underneath, making it a stiffer boot, and it just works. So I think they're affordable. Why not? Amazing. And they have a couple of different color options, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, they have a couple of different color options, so it should be good. Still rocking my 20-year-old Rollerblade chocolate. That's awesome. I got a pair of the what's the name of those? The Troopers, the Chris Edwards Troopers, the white ones. I made a video with those a couple 2 years ago or last year. 2 years ago when Adrian came to visit me here in Portugal, right after moving to Portugal, we made a video. He was skating the Bauer Shifty, and I was skating the Troopers. Okay, let me see. I think I'm coming to an end. I might answer one or two more questions, and then I'm gonna stop it. Everyone just got back from failing my first bowl. Ricardo, please, can you help me? I'm struggling with carving. Just can't find my many tutorials. Okay, Ben Beard Jones. I think the most important when skating a bowl is really the trajectory that you choose. Every bowl is different. If you got like a wide corner, you're gonna carve differently from a tight corner. I usually prefer tight corners because it's just easier for me to get speed. When it's a very wide corner, like isn't a good example. At the Winter Clash, there's like a bowl contest that they always make on the first night of the Winter Clash, the Ang Losers Bowl contest. And I always struggle to skate that. And I consider myself like a good enough skater in bowl. Like I'm not a Joe Atkinson, but I can skate a bowl, but I always struggle a bit with those. So I guess it's more about the trajectories. I can do something about it. That would be a cool video to do about trajectories in bowl and how to attack the different types of corners in the bowl. That would be a cool one. And I'll try to make this video. Okay, Martin, Lil Joker. What do you think about the Kaiser Element all-in-one sole frame? Wait. I think it might be good, honestly, but my take on aluminum frames is the more I skate them, the more I like how they feel for rolling and for doing when you have an aluminum block for edge block tricks. I really love doing edge block tricks, especially because I skate mainly coping or metal or whatever. But for sole tricks, for some reason, probably because my park, I painted the rails, and probably because of that, I feel like the soles are super, super slow. It's probably just me. I've seen that Justin Thursday made a little insert that you can just put on, like something that you just put outside of the solar frames. And I would really like to try that because that would make my soles fast. That would make me feel like I'm skating like an aluminum stiff frame. But then I would lose a little bit of the sole space. So it's a bit of a I don't know. I guess sometimes I wish I didn't test so many products because that makes me think way too much before skating. On the other hand, most of the frames that we have on the market, like I said, are aluminum with aluminum blocks or aluminum even with plastic blocks, like the ground control HD60. But now with the new ground control Featherlight 4, and that's why I wanted to get it so early, you can have a plastic frame and you can just change the H block for the aluminum H block. And that would be something that I would like to try. So as soon as they are available in Europe, I might try that, like a plastic frame with an aluminum block. So hopefully I will get, I don't know how stiff the frame is going to be, but I guess you understand. You did help me with the off pipes. I don't mean to spam. No, it's all good, man. Thank you so much. Love your stuff. Thank you. Are you going to review the trigger Jeff Dallness? I don't know yet. I might contact the owner and we'll see. Javier. I really enjoyed the skate that I tried, the Beat Schillmeyer. I really enjoyed the skate. I think it's an amazing skate that people don't really look that much into. And it's a bit puffier than the skate that I'm used to. Like the tongue is very puffy. And even the skate is like it looks like a very hip hop shoe, if that makes sense to some of you guys. But at the same time, it felt so good. And coming with that freestyle frame, when I skated that skate, I just came out of skating flat for so long that it was just feeling so good. I could torque so easily. And it's like, for me, I always give the same example of the front side torque because it's one of those tricks that I know how to do, but I can't do them with every skate. And with those triggered skates with the Beat Schillmeyer, they were so good. I would like to try the Jeff Dallness skate. I don't know how much they're going to change in the skate, so maybe I'll just send a message to Javier and see if that's something that I can do with him. If not, I can just buy the skates, obviously. Let's see what else we got here. Michael M. I asked a girl out on Sunday and she said yes. Awesome. Good luck. I sent the message to the owner. He said he probably messaged you. Let me see. Wait. What are you talking about, Deltras? You're talking about the trigger skates? I'm sorry, I don't know. I didn't understand. Maybe I lost it a bit. Hopefully you can share how to put a local smart scale, so a local small skate, a small skate shop business. That would be something cool to do. I guess that would be something that I would do with my wife because honestly, it's not, what you guys don't see is that it's not me, obviously. There's so many things. It's not just me anymore. For like a long time, when I first started this channel, I was the one in the skate shop and I started this channel as a way to promote my local skate shop. And because I was working with Powerslide, I had access to a lot of products that I wanted to share my opinions with you guys and all that. But the thing grew so much, thanks to all of you guys, that nowadays it's just impossible. Even like I haven't been able to be as active here on YouTube because of the amount of things that has been here that need to be done. We have a team now. We are 4 people. If you didn't saw the WheelAddict shop Instagram today, go check it because we made a video with that. It's like me, my wife. We have Alex. He's here on the side. He's also watching this. If something goes wrong, he's the first one to tell me. We have Lorena, which is a girl that is working with us only part-time. Alex is full-time now. So things have been growing. Obviously, none of this would happen without your support. But yeah, you can start it by yourself, but it's all about putting time into that and really believing in what your passion is. Okay, so he's saying that he said he probably he'll message you. Okay, trigger. Okay, I'll speak with you, Javier. I really like him. And he's, in case you guys didn't know, because a lot of people really always say that, a lot of people always say that damn skates are a skater owned brand. I don't have anything to take away from that because they are. John Julio is the brand owner and he's been a skater since forever. But let's not forget about Javier. Okay, sorry. There's a guy that is not very happy here on the chat. I will tell you why in a second. But basically, what I was saying is that Trigger has been a skater-owned brand for, I would say, like maybe 7 years now, 6 years. I think 6 years, 5. I don't know. The first skate was the Julien Coudeau, and it's been a couple of years since they've been doing skates, and that's also a skater-owned brand that people a lot of times forget. Now, Ruben, Ruben was, and I wanted to show something, but I can't. Ruben is our IT guy, of course. It's 4 people here every day, but we have Ruben, which is the guy that made the website here. He made the website to the shop in South Africa, the Lino skate shop. Without Ruben, we couldn't do what we do. He's the one that actually knows about tech. We have the frame. Does it go out? Okay, we got to show him that. Okay. Ruben, you are with us. Okay, so we got my wife, we got Alex, we got this weird guy with the beard, we got Ruben. Here, you guys might remember, if you've been on this channel for a while, you might remember Mo. Well, Mo still works with us. He's running the skate shop in South Africa. He works with us for almost 4 years. And I need to bring Mo to this channel again. We need to do something with Mo. And now we got Lorena. So it's been growing. So we got like how many there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus Lorena, 6. Yeah, we're 6. We're 6 plus the accountants. It's the thing. It's been growing. Okay. Props from Santiago do Cacém. Obrigado, Miguel. Obrigado. So that's the next city. Just wanted to say I love Rollerblade, the Rollerblade, and the new Jack Pro, and I kind of prefer the heel thing lean forward. I understand that. I also like the skates that have a bit of a raised heel, because when I go lower, I feel like it's easier. But at the same time, it's easier it's harder to fall back. But at the same time, I really like this boot, as I just said, and that raised heel a lot of times can be achieved like Salomon did, or like some of the Razor skate do, by using a very thick shock absorber. So yeah, I understand what you mean. But even like the USD ANs, the new ANs, they used to come with a little shock absorber, and now they have like a thick shock absorber. So even, I guess, like we all got to the same conclusion, which is we need to be a little bit more forward. I guess there's only one brand that is not agreeing with us right now, and that is K2, because their skates, you kind of feel like the heel is like very low, but it is what it is. And we're doing this for 1 hour and 5 minutes. Probably not 1 hour and 5 minutes, because the first 5 minutes was just sorting problems, but that is it. So guys, thank you so much for this. Aldo Cardoso Boas. Thank you so much for this. We are going to finish the live stream. There was just a test for this. I obviously need to make the sound different next time. I need to charge this light that I had here, which is not working. And yeah, things will change. So if you're watching this without subscribing to the channel, make sure you do so. Hi, Ricardo. I have a collection of Chris Edwards skates, like the Tarmac CE Trooper. I got the Troopers. I don't have the chocolates. And they are very old. What is the best way to keep them from cracking and preserve them in good health? I would love to advise you on that, but totally honest, I'm not the best person to advise on that, because I really, sorry the expression, but I really suck at preserving my stuff. I would say the best person for you to talk with is Ari from No Pro Skate Shop. Look for No Pro or look for, yeah, you'll find No Pro Skate Shop. He will advise you on that. Or if someone watching this knows how to help, what's the name? How to help AE86 boy racer, maybe please write it in the comments. Now, I really need to finish this, and thank you so much. If you watch this without subscribing to the channel, make sure, let me show you something. Because I did all this stuff, but I didn't use it. So before that, let me be fancy here. Check this out. You can always just go and check my you can check my Instagram if you never did. And other than that, let me be fancy again, and let me just, I go out of that, and then I go here, and then boom, subscribe to this channel. Look at that. Huh? I was spending time on that, and my audio went out, but at least I got that for you guys. So thank you so much. When are you coming to Port Elizabeth? Oh, man, I wish I could be flying to South Africa. We've been trying to fly to South Africa for the last couple of months. My wife, she's South African. Our family, half of the family obviously is from South Africa. We have a shop in South Africa, in Cape Town, and we haven't been able to do it for obvious reasons. But next time in South Africa, we're going to try to travel a bit within South Africa. So yeah, now I'm going to finish it. Thank you so much, and cheers, guys.